Ba-ba-ba-ba! It's your boy, DJZ. And I want you to check out my man Cody over on YouTube at Rasslin Rage. Check his website out, r2youtube.com, and give them a follow, give them a subscribe, give them a like. Ba-ba-ba-ba!
Oh!
This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. Let's go down. This is Rasslin Rage. Do it now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade.
And now it's time for Rasslin Rage with your host, Cody Fleming.
It'll switch in a second. Jeez, oh Pete's. I don't know. Anyways, bam! Here we are. Time for some Rasslin Rage, and I am joined by Danny Beals for 7 times Sunday, and sneaking in here is Skyjacker. Hello, Skyjacker.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Hey, get into that mic a little bit because I know they might have a hard time hearing you. But so forget this guy, right? Forget him 7 times, whatever. Who cares, right? Anyways, how you doing?
Good.
Staying out of trouble?
Yeah,
At least we're honest. We're honest. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get into the show. Make sure you add your 2 cents, okay?
Okay.
Because when I wrote the show, I didn't know you were gonna be here, so you snuck in on me, okay? So throw your stuff in there. Don't be scared.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Fist bump. Bam. All right. Cool. All right.
Can't do any worse than Josh.
No. But so all right. I guess we do have to talk to Danny. Danny, welcome back 7 times. What's cracking?
You know what, man? It's been a crazy week, so I'm glad to be here and just kind of chill and do something I love tonight.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, wrestling. We all like some wrestling, that's for sure. Hello, everybody out there in the chat. I want to say hello. We see PKSA Port Huron in there. We see Red Wing fan, Mr. Greg. Hello, Mr. Greg. Nice to see you. The gaming biker. Look at Chuck Whedon in the house. Hello, over
What's up,
there.
Greg? How you
The
doing, Chuck?
brand new member of the Nomads. Brand new spanking member of the Nomads. Welcome, Mr. Chuck Whedon. Let's see here. Chop them in. Yeah, there you chop them. Very good. All right. So this show and all the content that's on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel is brought to you by the man, the myth, the legend, Happy Harper Ice Cream. Also, Josh, the guy, one of the other hosts of Michigan Independent Weekly. You head on over to their Facebook page at Happy Harper Ice Cream. Give it a like. I believe they have 16 flavors, maybe even more now. You can pick, order, and if you're in the area, he will deliver. If he's at a wrestling show that you're going to be at, he will also bring them to the wrestling show. He has a nice little cooler that he brings them in.
Yeah, and if you haven't had it yet, you should.
Yeah,
It's
for
good.
sure.
It's good.
Good stuff. Scroll on down to the description. Make sure you can go down there. Like if you're on your phone, there's like a little arrow like down there. Click that. It'll open up the description. You scroll down in there. There's links. There's affiliate links for Highspots.com, wrestling or WWE. You can get some stuff on the shop there. There's also ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. That's right, Rasslin Rage. You can get yourself a cool T-shirt just like this one. Bam!
I have that one.
Yeah, on Rasslin Rage. Here, check this out. Rasslin Rage T-shirts are available on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage. Just click the link in the description to visit our store on Pro Wrestling Tees website. Every shirt is 100% cotton and available in sizes up to 5X. Show your love for Rasslin Rage and get yours today. Yeah, make sure you head on over to ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage for your T-shirt today. He got to live.
His shirt is better.
I gave him one of the first runs. One of the first runs that Stockmeyer did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So Good stuff. Please subscribe if you haven't already. That's down right there. There's a little button there. You can click that thing, you hover over that, or you can just hit the subscribe button. Also, please smash the thumbs up, smash it, or thumbs down, whatever. Don't care, because it's not really going to matter. It's all interaction. But please follow Rasslin Rage on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Rasslin Rage. Good stuff. I'm glad.
I have to say, though, I think Mr. Weir probably has the best one.
What's that?
Rasslin Rage shirt.
Yeah, he's got the only one.
He's got the only one of its kind.
That's correct. There is one on the Teespring. If you go to Teespring, there's one on there that nobody has so far. So you might want to take a look.
Nice.
It's
You know what? I got to be honest, and it's okay if everybody laughs, because you know what? I laughed at myself, and I'm cool with that. It took me the first year to figure out how to get down there.
That's funny. I could really say something, but I'm not going to because there's young ears. If you're catching the replay on Facebook, which I have, I've been kind of slacking on lately. But if you're catching the replay on Facebook, make sure you head on over to r2youtube.com and subscribe to Rasslin Rage. All right, good stuff, good stuff. So that means it is time for all the rage. What do you think about that, guys? You think we're gonna talk?
Yep.
What do you want to talk about? You like AEW?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna talk about some AEW.
Boy.
We're gonna talk a little bit about some NWA Power. We're gonna talk about a whole lot of everything. Hey, how you doing? Talk about a lot of everything. What do you think about that?
Sounds great to me.
All right. So after this. Ooh, somebody's here. Somebody is here. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
What did you do? Oh no. Somebody's here. The last time that happened during the show, it was somebody to come in on the show. I didn't do it. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Did you do
But
it?
I tell you what, if it's Mr. Weir, I'm putting a skyjacker over here.
Nope.
Oh boy. I don't know
I'll
what's
be like
happening.
Randy Savage, man. I'm not above putting a kid in my way.
Right? So
Take one for the team.
before we get started, the dog's going nuts and somebody, I'm sure. Yep, there it is. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
I am sick and tired of you sneaking off trying to get everything.
I knew it. I knew somebody was here. I don't have a chair out.
Well, you know, whatever. Scoot over, Skyjacker. Yeah, get in here like this.
All right, there we
There you
go.
go.
I know that's insane. So now that puts you like at
10.
10. Wow.
10.
Well, welcome.
Keeps it out of reach.
I had no idea. All right.
No,
so-
you didn't. I was sitting at home and I said, you know, I should just
Pop
drive
in.
over there and pop in and kick Danny right in the head.
You knew we were just talking about that.
I just said that's what I
Yeah.
said. I was like, dude, the last time the dog went nuts during the show, it was a weird too.
Yeah,
It was Taylor.
Mhm.
Master Taylor popped in, and now Master Weir's here. So,
Good to see you.
yeah.
See you too. How you doing?
Gave me a shout. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you for the shout on the Twitters. All right. So before we get started, hi.
You never know.
Right.
You never know what's
You
gonna
know,
happen
you
on
never
this
know.
show.
Alternative Pro Wrestling is running tonight. They got a show going on in Brownstown. They're doing a fundraiser. So big shout out to those guys, and I hope that you guys pull in a lot of money for your fundraiser and for it's a wrestling program there at the high school. So
Yeah, that's great that they're willing to do that, you know,
Yeah.
and help out a school.
right here, turn that way because I know you always have problems with the mic. So.
Good.
Yeah,
Because he's got that nice little voice.
yeah, right. So.
Like you.
Don't forget to check out Michigan Independent Weekly on the Rasslin Rage YouTube channel. Every week, Josh, Danny, and myself discuss all the upcoming shows for the week and give you all the information you need to attend an independent event. We post them, we tape them Monday night, and then Wednesday they go up. You can watch them at 10 a.m. That's where the premiere is. That's the premiere. That doesn't mean that you have to watch it at 10 a.m. and then it goes away, but you can watch it anytime after that. But definitely cool stuff. And make sure you go to the group, Michigan Independent Weekly, and come in there. And we post all the information. We have a spreadsheet. We got all kinds of cool stuff coming up for that too. What are you? You're gonna be here? We got tomorrow, man.
Tomorrow, yeah.
we got Philman. We're gonna be here. Josh will be here. There's a whole bunch of shows that are gonna break you.
I was gonna say, yeah, the rest last week was the only small week. The rest of this month, you're gonna have to go and take out a loan.
Yeah, yeah. There's a
If you're
few
gonna
shows
watch
coming up.
wrestling the rest of this month.
Right, and there's
go get a
another.
loan.
There's another one I just found out about that's happening on the west side of the state, in Grand Rapids. GLWA.
I seen that.
Yeah. Jason Page is their champion, and also the modern day shaman is also part of that too.
Hmm
You
And they
know,
said there's one more that's supposed to be coming. That's an upstart. Within the next couple of months? I think he said.
what out on the
On
west
the
side?
interview, yeah.
Oh, that
There's one more
Uprising Pro.
company, yeah.
Uprising Pro. They're going to be starting in 2020. All right, so let's talk some wrestling now. What do you think? AEW, WWE. Okay,
You know,
AW.
right there you go.
Well-
So, all right. So here's the thing. We got every day of the week pretty much there's wrestling.
yes.
And a lot of the talk that you see online is AEW beats WWE.
You know what I said on the page. 84 weeks is what WCW beat WWE, and then Vince found the way.
Right.
He always finds the way, and that's where AEW is smart. They're not going to war.
Right.
They're whole different. They don't want to go to war with Vince.
No.
It's smart. They're not. We're not competition. We're an alternative.
Right. Okay. Well, and so people, I see all these things about they beat WWE. No, you beat NXT. Let's be very honest about that. You are running one time a week, and you got your dark stuff coming up on YouTube and all that stuff,
Mhm.
and then you got replays that I guess are coming up on True TV now too.
Oh man, they're on like 3 times a week.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, however, WWE's got Raw on Monday, NXT on Wednesday, Friday SmackDown, plus what a main event whenever that comes on. You know what I mean? Plus they have a network. All right. You're going against the largest wrestling company in the world.
Yes.
In the world. Not in the United States of America, not in Podunk, wherever, the world. Right? So to say that they're beating WWE is a long way off yet.
It is, and it's the fans poking the bear with the stick.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really is. It's not AEW coming out and thumbing their nose at Vince McMahon. It's the fans doing it.
Greg says it's more fun live Rasslin Rage than watching it at the replay.
It is.
Yes,
Yeah. 'Cause
Because you
absolutely.
get to get into the chat.
Right, yeah, definitely. Support independent wrestling. Oh yes, give you guys a shout out on my Twitter. Thank you. Now please tell him that Danny was about to sacrifice his kid to protect himself. He was too. He was going to protect.
Oh yeah, you missed that
He was
part.
like-
You have to watch the replay.
All
Right.
right.
I said
I
I
was
was
out in the truck trying to get in here.
I
Right.
said I was going to put Skyjacker over here because I knew you wouldn't hit him.
Right.
Because
I'll hit a kid.
I was going to do
I
like
don't-
macho. You
Right.
know?
Right. So Greg makes a good point.
Yes.
Greg says in the chat, he says, why are so many people taking sides instead of just enjoying wrestling?
There's it.
Because it's wrestling.
Right.
Yeah,
And
You have to take sides when you're
Listen,
in wrestling.
I was at a Nitro at the Palace where an actual fight broke out. A huge brawl between WCW fans and NWO fans. A fight. I mean, they had to bring in security because there had to have been 50 people in this huge fight.
Yeah, but it wasn't WCW versus WWE. They're over there. I'll have to grab one if you're looking for a chair.
Looking for a chair.
It's on the other side of the basement.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. We'll get it on the break.
Yeah,
I say have Skyjack.
Well, here,
for
look.
a
Let's
minute.
do this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We're gonna take a momentary break. Let me see if this works. Hey, look at that. I know you could hear us the whole entire time, but that's all right.
That's all right.
All
There
right.
we go.
You just never know.
Right. You never know.
Who
No.
knows?
Now, before anybody gets their panties all up in a bunch and was like, "Oh, Cody, why you hating on WWE or why you hating on AEW?" Blah, blah. Listen, I like all wrestling.
Yes.
WWE at this time is just not my thing. I don't watch it. I'm not going to talk.
They made a little headway Friday.
Well, they
Yes.
They made a little headway Friday.
right with
I want to
we'll
be
talk
a fan.
about it in a minute.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. I want to be a fan. I really do.
Right.
That's where a lot of my memories, NWA and WWE. I want to be a fan. Make me a fan again. That's what I challenge WWE.
Well,
Make me a fan
And
again.
I think that's the whole thing. I mean, you're picking sides. Why do you pick sides? Because you like wrestling. You like the product that AEW is putting out right now because it's challenging. It's, everybody roots for the underdog. Everybody always wants to get the underdog. So here comes this company, and they're putting on a really good show every week so far. They've got everything. They're trying to get everything going in just the right way. And are they ever going to beat WWE? Probably not. Because it's tough.
Could they? Yeah.
Could they?
Eventually.
Eventually, but again,
Yeah,
like
it's
you
gonna take
said, I
time.
mean, you're talking against a company that's been around forever and a day. It's going to take a little time,
Yeah.
but it provides something, and it provides a way for fans to let the king know that there is something else out there.
Amen to
So
that.
you better step it up.
Well, and really, this is just my personal opinion. I am happier about NWA coming back than I really am about AEW. And it's nothing that it's not one is better than the other. It's just I'm an old school NWA fan. So I was excited to hear 605 again, and
Oh yeah.
and they got me. When they said 605, they hooked me.
Right.
And I watched it, and the product was decent. I'm excited that Impact is coming back around. And I want to see what they can do.
Yeah. By the way, Rohit Raju had a match with Sabu. It's supposed to be on tonight.
Ooh,
Or Friday. So that'll be cool. Yeah, it's all good, great wrestling. There's all kinds of wrestling for everybody. Evolve, Shine, women's wrestling, Wow, New Japan, NXT, GCW. I mean, whatever. There's just so much. It's a lot of wrestling to take in. And
Yes.
if you don't like one thing, you can always do something else or what have you. I don't know. If you look at the numbers that they're pulling in far as ratings go, Monday Night Raw over 2 million, Friday SmackDown over 2 million, and then NXT was just under a million, whereas AEW was just over 1 million.
and people are just like AEW. People are just finding out what NXT is. There's a lot of people who didn't have the network, who the only way they knew about NXT was through those of us who watched it.
Yeah.
We knew what a great product it was.
It's
A lot
awesome.
of people didn't. Yeah, so it's brand new.
Right. I went to an NXT house show down in Royal Oak, and I had a blast. And it just so happened that my seat ended up getting moved, and I was upgraded because there was a speaker where my seat was, and I got upgraded to basically second row
You can't be
on the floor, and it was awesome.
The question's going to be when NXT starts outrating Raw and SmackDown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once they find out that product's out there,
Yeah.
there's going to be the problem.
Right.
Is when NXT, the internal, starts beating the big shows.
And now there's talk, and that's rumor, and I don't know how true it is, but just like WCW did back in the day, and just like WWE did it as well with 2 shows during the week. There's talk that there possibly may be a second show, not that dark, but because they're doing the dark thing where they do the AEW dark, where they film dark matches before and after, and they're putting that out. But there's talk that there's going to be a second network television show on TBS.
I just don't think they're ready for that yet.
I don't think
I don't
so
think
either.
They're ready for that yet. I don't think they have right now, the only thing that's nice about it is you get matches.
Right.
You don't really have any of the backstage stuff, because it was one of the things with Friday night I was watching. It's only a 2-hour show, and they started to do the Raw thing where they started to go, hey, you know what happened at the beginning? I'm like, it's 2 hours, dude.
Yeah.
We don't need to be doing this. We need to
Right.
just be having matches. And
kind of glad you're here because you're actually somebody that watches.
Well, yeah.
And I don't watch WWE anymore, and so I don't have that take on it. You know what I
Right.
mean? So
Well, I try and keep up with it, but I was interested in the Friday night because of the the first show, of course, but the second show was the draft, and Raw. I don't get home in time to really watch it, so
right.
but it's nice. AEW. The nice thing about AEW that they do is I get home, I get to watch the main event, and then they just start the show right over again.
Oh, I didn't
So
know
get
they were
to-
doing that.
Yeah, it goes back to back.
Oh.
So I get home, I watch the main event, and then as soon as the main event's over, the show starts over again, so I can watch all the first
Just
matches.
like the old days.
Yes,
Just like the
just
old
like the old
WCW
days.
done,
So
man.
they run it, and then you go back and they've got it on another channel on another night. Then they've got it on another channel on another night.
That's cool.
So they're starting to get it, but to do another live show,
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be live.
I-
They didn't say it was going to be live. It could, could be like an NWA thing where they're doing the studio stuff,
Because,
which
yeah,
is amazing.
If you look at all the posters, it says show starts at 7:30.
Yeah.
So they've got at least one, maybe two matches that they're doing prior to the show going live.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could reasonably say, throw them in there on
Yeah.
another show if you want to do that.
Well, and they got the dark. They have the AEW dark, and they could always do like 2 matches. Because really, what do you think? I mean, like NXT when it was on the network, WWE, it was what?
I'm trying to pick the penguin.
It's like,
I was
but-
like, oh, here it comes.
Now that I got Skyjacker on this side, I got your dad all alone. What do you think?
I was like, oh,
all right.
I'm
So
sure
I
he knows
mean,
the inch punch, and I'm dead.
on a positive note, when it comes to AEW, they are doing big numbers for a relatively new wrestling company
Yes,
already.
they are.
But,
Doing over 1 million viewers for their second episode,
Yep.
and second episode, and they had 1 million viewers last week. This year they have 1 million viewers. Let's keep that rolling. You know what I mean? Let's keep that rolling. I only wish that I had cable to be able to give them that other point.
Right.
But it is what it is.
Hey Q, what's up?
Hey, what's happening?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, Alan? Nice to see you, buddy.
Oh, Alan's in too.
Oh, yeah, they're all coming in. So, did you hear there was a pay-per-view Sunday? Did you know that?
No, not until
Yeah.
afterward when everybody was complaining about the ending.
Horrible ending.
So,
Yes, absolutely horrible.
I went to XICW. You,
Yeah,
I don't know where you were.
I was doing a dad thing. I had.
Oh,
It was.
Did you get in trouble
my,
again?
No, it was my daughter's birthday weekend, so
Oh.
Dad's got to come first.
All right. Yeah.
yeah. So
I thought it
we
was
went
you
to
again.
XI. We talked about it at MIW. Unfortunately, Sam Beal and Jack Price were eliminated, which
Oh, really?
is
Who picked them?
that was BS. And I'm not going to say which team I believe should have been eliminated because I don't want that heat. However, I believe the wrong team was eliminated at this because there was 4 teams up for elimination. Malcolm, MM3, and Hagen were the top scoring team for the
Uh-huh.
night, so they were safe. Weaponized, the Master weaponized, and his punk were
I think that's cheating, isn't that cheating?
Yeah, I think
Getting
it
a
is.
message to
It's kind of
another member of the army.
yeah. Well, the Kira clan.
Yeah.
Whatever. it is
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, they're so yeah. But to my understanding, it was a bit of a stinker. A lot of people were a little upset with the outcome of the what was it, Hell in a Cell?
Yes.
It was
yeah.
Hell in a Cell. It was Hell in a Cell,
Yes.
and I did not even know till I seen a Facebook post.
Mhm.
I didn't even see WWE promoting it that
Listen,
much.
You had a Hell in a Cell match where Mick Foley gets thrown off the top, gets thrown through the top. He's got teeth missing, bones broken. Everything. They don't stop that match, but they stop the match. They stop the match.
And that's it. I love Mick Foley's response. Did you see it where he talks about? I wish somebody would have known then that this could happen.
Yeah.
But what they did was they promoted themselves. They booked themselves into a corner. You can't have Bray lose, not yet.
Dude,
And
he
you can't put the title on it.
27 stomps. He took 27 stomps and got up every time.
Yes.
He stomped, he'd stand up. He'd stomp, he'd stand up. I'm like,
what I don't understand.
Yeah, Greg,
about
I
that,
agree
though,
with you.
Is that how many did Brock take? 3?
3.
And was done.
He was done.
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar took 3. And yeah, the Fiend takes, I don't know how many. It was out of control. And I'm like, okay, so let's finally, he's gonna do it and he's gonna pin him. No, stop the match.
Did you watch, Danny?
No.
No.
I watched the piece of it,
No.
First off, I don't like watching the Fiend.
Oh, okay.
It is just a little bit creepy to me.
Did you watch the pay-per-view?
I watched part of it because I was watching you, and then I was I wasn't watching. I was watching Batwoman.
Oh, okay.
Batwoman. I'm missing Batwoman to come here and get number 10. Just to let you know that. But where's my jacket, by the way?
Hold on.
10.
Yeah, well,
10
it's gonna take some time.
All right, but it was, and so I'm watching it on my phone too, and then all of a sudden they stop the match, and I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I turn it up, and they're like, oh, it's been. I'm like, oh, just stop. Really, it's too violent. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
What do you think? Good answer.
good answer. Yeah. No.
Sometimes.
You're a man of many words. You know that?
A little bit of good news, I mean, I guess, but I don't know if you've ever heard of Shotzi Blackheart, and if you haven't, you're about to, because she has been signed to WWE to an NXT developmental contract. I have seen her on a couple different occasions at Evolve, and wow. That's all I have to say is wow. She's a looker, number 1, but number 2, she can wrestle.
Did she make the list on your poll? Did anybody pick her?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh yeah, a lot of people like Shotzi because she takes takes some risk. And she's good.
Yeah.
Is she good?
Right.
She's good. She was that one. I don't know if you guys seen that video that went viral online where it was a woman, she was wearing a hat, she had the green hair, and she did the dive through the ropes
Mhm.
and went into the chairs.
Mhm.
That was at Evolve. That was actually in Livonia where that happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
But-
One more person who can go beat up Bailey.
Oh man, there's gonna be people mad at you about that.
There's a lot of people mad 'cause
Now-
they don't like Bailey.
Oh.
Here's one. Here is one that I find hilarious. Okay. Master P. Master P. If you don't remember who Master P is, that guy. Make you say, nah, nah, nah. That guy. Yeah, that guy. He is allegedly, I'm not sure, but he did an interview with TMZ, and apparently he bought the House of Glory Wrestling
What?
in New York.
Didn't he manage for a minute in
What was
WCW?
it, like
Yes, the No
$1.50?
Limit Soldiers.
Yes.
He
Yes.
hasn't been working. How's he buying stuff?
Because he still owns rights to all kinds of stuff.
He's taking the money from his kid.
Right.
Remember he bought his kid when his kid was like 14 in his own house because he didn't want to live with his mom and dad anymore.
Now,
Right next
Oh,
door.
yeah, yeah.
So
Now-
he probably sold it.
considering he did an interview with TMZ, I mean,
Well, that's a reliable source.
right, I'm gonna take it as at face value. But he even went on to say that he was going to take over wrestling.
Oh,
Really?
Oh,
Oh yeah. So hey, let's just let's forget that Vince McMahon's been running. Let's call it the territory, the whole entire United
Yes.
States for I don't know how many years now, 20 years, 20 plus years, something like
longer than
that.
I'm
you
gonna
know?
go on record right now.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm gonna say, Cody Rhodes, don't worry about it anymore. He moved into Vince's hometown. He's dead.
Right.
Fact.
Yeah. So now, House of Glory is ran out of New York. It's they also have a wrestling school. A lot of guys have come through the House of Glory. Ricochet. A lot of guys wrestled through House of Glory. And it's ran by Amazing Red and Brian XL, and it's been around since 2012. So I'm not sure. Maybe they got it. If this is true, maybe they got into some money problems, and Master P come along and said, "I got money."
No, I'm a fan of Amazing Red. I have been for quite
Yeah.
a while. I think though that the whole New York thing, I think with those two keeping it small, they probably weren't a threat. But when Master P comes out and drops that kind of a challenge to Vince,
Yeah.
nobody challenges Vince. So are you going to not only screw yourself, are you going to screw people who are coming out of your school now?
Right. Well, let's go like what you were saying. Vince was an innovator. Was right because he innovated. He took over. He basically took away territories. They're
Mhm.
gone, out of here. No more territories. And all that was left was WWE. Right. And I mean, the others were there, but let's be perfectly honest. They're gone.
Yeah.
Right? They all got sucked
He
into
went
the
through-
black hole
he went
known
through
as WWE.
AWA. He
Right.
went through WCW.
Yeah.
You know, he outlasted
ECW.
TNA, ECW.
Yeah, all of
he
them.
killed them all.
Okay. So, what does it take to beat Vince McMahon? You have to be the next innovator of wrestling. You have to do something different and better than Vince McMahon.
Huh. Isn't
That-
that already being done?
Sort of. It's getting there. It's
I
getting
mean, both shows are on Wednesday night.
Yes.
right. Yeah.
But
Both.
right.
a fan, and let's be honest, that's what Master P is. A fan is not going to do that.
No.
No. What he's going to end up doing is paying people to come out for a lot of money that aren't worth it. He's going to overcharge and he's going to run it out of business.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And because you can't run a wrestling organization, as evident by DSW, if you don't know what you're doing.
Right? Well,
Shoot!
You
Shoot!
You will get in trouble if you don't
That's
know what
great.
you're doing.
I'm glad
Just
you
saying.
said it.
That's
But but that's
that was awesome.
that's what Vince did to WCW.
Yep.
That's what he did to Paul Heyman
Yep.
at ECW's. He started spending money, and you're not going to outspend Vince.
No.
They can't hear you, Danny.
It's
Vince
the best thing ever.
Vince will spend the money just for
Yeah.
spite, and get you to start chasing his money, and then you have nothing left. And when you're all done and there's no money left because you tried to keep up with Vince, he swoops in and he picks the bones.
You know,
Period.
but though that's a really bad argument for this point because the Khan family have way more money than Vince, and they have revenue streams to continue that money flow.
But they're doing it smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm talking
we're
about.
talking about somebody just coming in and going,
Yeah,
here's all this
I'm talking
money.
about
Right?
the
Yeah,
Master
yeah,
P
yeah. Oh,
thing.
yeah. Well, he don't have any revenue
No.
No.
except
So,
well,
the only thing
royalties.
he's got going for him is New York is a big place.
Yeah.
And he can probably run quiet for a little while.
Melissa C says hi, Skyjacker.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's Mom.
Yep.
She
Oh.
keeping an eye on you.
Hi.
What is it? 3 words. There's 3 words he said tonight.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
All right. Well, and I told him in the beginning, Master Weir and Danny are difficult to hear.
Well, that's because, let me just tell you what Cody does. Cody turns our microphones down and his up
Yeah.
so that he sounds more important than us, just like he's got the good chair.
Actually, mine's turned down, and yours are all turned up because I'm the loudest.
Well, we're going to have to figure this out because the big show's coming up. And
Well-
we need to all be able to talk.
Psh. It's the filter thing. That's not that. I still can't believe
Blame it on
Eric
the filter.
Bischoff is back. Will he really do any good back in WWE?
He's back and he's better than ever.
So let's talk a little bit about. Did you watch the NWA Power Show?
No, I did not.
Oh, you got to watch it.
All right.
I bet you'll love it. I
Okay.
guarantee it. If you
Well, I'm
love,
sure I will.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you loved the late '70s, early '80s studio NWA,
Oh, yeah.
that's exactly
yeah.
what it was.
Made us fans.
We're 50
Is-
people in the
Yes.
arena.
Yes.
Yes.
What
It
made
was-
us fans is back.
It was right to the T. I mean, they did the whole thing where they had the podium where the guys come out, cut the promos
Go right
before,
into the
then
ring.
go right into the
Yes.
ring. Eli Drake.
Oh, my God.
Eli Drake is in NWA. He comes
Drake.
out, he cuts a promo, and then he walks into the ring and ding, ding, ding. Here we go.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. It was amazing. This is the only time Cody is the boss of you, husband. More power to you.
Wow.
Man.
Even Mrs. Weir.
I like
no
it.
love.
So anyway, Danny, tell me a little bit about, because don't take this the wrong way, you're a little more seasoned than I am, and
Yeah,
you grew
exactly.
up, you grew up more with the NWA and the WCCW than
Yes.
I did. I came in when I started watching wrestling was the WWE Sunday morning stuff. And that's when Jason Worth and I became friends. We all, when we were in 5th grade, we used to talk wrestling all the time and get the WWF magazines and all that stuff. But
Did he have that hair back then?
I don't think so. It's been a long time. There's been a lot of things that have happened. between up here.
Been there, gone back.
There and back again. Go, I can't. That's already been written. I can't. That's how The Hobbit. You can't do that. But anyways, so tell me what your thoughts are on it. Did it compare to the old style? What I really liked is it had that nostalgic feel to it,
Mhm.
but they had the new, new talent with a little bit of that edge to it.
Yeah, they took what worked then and what works now and combined it.
Right.
Like I said, I was really excited about it, and then I watched it, and I'm hooked. I mean, it's exactly what the old school fan like me is gonna want in a show.
Right.
You know, they were smart enough to watch. That's the thing. You know, myself, I'm more of a smash mouth guy. You know, the mat wrestling styles, the old school, which they give us that, but then they give you the dives, the flips, the that stuff too. And I absolutely love it. Like I said, Nick Aldis was the perfect guy to bring the NWA title back to its glory.
Right.
And then you bring in someone like Eli Drake. You can't lose. You can't lose with the talent they have. But once again, I think we're looking at it's like apples, oranges, and bananas now. You know, you can't compare it to AEW. Can't compare it to WWE. The only thing you can compare it to is the NWA.
Right. Right.
Well, that sounds good. That's
Yeah.
exactly. You know, and if they've got the talent and they have talkers like the Flairs and the
Eli Drake, man.
all you know, you can do that because that was some of the best interviews ever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Eli
was
Drake.
behind that podium. They'd come out, the four of them, and
That-
amazing.
That tag team, the Dawsons, I really
mine.
like those dudes.
Yes.
I liked them enough to not to be like, oh, I'm somebody or anything, but like I was like, who are these guys? As soon as I watched them, I'm like, who are these dudes? And then like I posted it on Facebook because like somebody tell me about the Dawsons, and then somebody commented and started blah blah blah, this check. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
But that's what NWA did though. They brought the guys in who you'd never heard of.
Yeah.
And
Right.
made them guys who you wanted to watch.
Yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know, to me, the closest thing that you can get is if you are a fan of Hollywood. You know, if you're a fan of championship wrestling from Hollywood, not now, when they first came on TV, because now they've tried to production themselves and they've kind of lost it. But if you're a fan of the old championship wrestling from Hollywood, then you'll find that in NWA.
Wake up.
You know, what are you
Well,
going
yeah.
for, man?
You come to my show, you better stop
You better
that.
get your cup of coffee or something.
All right, so Ring of Honor. So
Yeah.
with good stuff comes bad stuff.
See,
but
this is where it'd be nice if you had a button. You could start playing taps right now.
Yeah, that's sad too.
Ring of Honor may be dying a slow death. They have to redo something. They have to think of something. Even with some of the guys that they have on the roster, which are good guys and really good wrestlers, like Marty Scurll, great wrestler, PKO or PCO, all great guys. In the Briscoes, there's a bunch of guys that are still in the Ring of Honor, and they're still bringing up new guys and what have you. But they just had a pay-per-view, not just, it was a couple weekends ago, but it was a Death Before Dishonor, 900-seat arena. They got 800 people in there reported, and they had to give tickets away to get that many.
Well,
Are you talking about Ring of Honor or Hell in a Cell?
I
Same thing.
I was talking to someone who will remain nameless at one of the shows that we were at, and I was told, and this person is in the inn, that their TV deal is dead.
Yeah, right.
You lose your TV deal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It is sad, but
And they're owned by a cable company. They're owned by some broadcasting
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
by
Just
the
like-
same token, if you don't provide a product that people want to see, nobody's going to show up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So fix it.
Right. So, they didn't even sell 800 pay-per-view buys.
No.
No.
It was less than 800 pay-per-view buys.
Well, you're not going to make payroll on
No.
No.
It-
Like I say, it's a shame because look at who came out of there.
that's
Some of the greats now came from there.
yeah, Seth Rollins.
that. Well,
Seth
but
Rollins.
that's the thing. When you
Daniel
are,
Bryan.
when
Kevin
you are
Owens.
that talented,
Yeah.
they're going to go whoop, whoop, and
Yeah.
now you have
Nothing.
But
you
that's
got
it.
AEW.
Yes.
You've got NXT. You've got Evolve starting to pick up. Bang, bang. They're going to pick these guys out. And when you pick the good guys out, you have the second rate. And if you have a second rate, you're going to have a second rate show.
WWE has something that a lot of other places don't. WWE has basically like a minor league of wrestling now.
they
Two
do.
minor leagues.
Yeah,
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
They got, they have their all the guys that they pull up, most of the guys and girls that they pull up in the NXT come out of Evolve, ACW, under the WWN umbrella.
And in case you're watching Josh Harper, it's not from AEW.
But there's Shotzi Blackheart. She come under that. She was in Shine, which comes into that whole realm of WWN and Evolve and all that stuff. By the way, Karam, Evolve, signed contract.
Watch how fast he gets plucked.
Oh yeah.
So now kind of about what you were talking about,
Here we go.
All right. So Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez.
Let's first talk about the 4.5 second match he had on Friday night.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch it?
No.
Here we go. Ready? Ding, ding, ding. F5. 1, 2, 3. He's the new champ. Literally, that was the match.
And who did he wrestle?
Kofi Kingston.
Oh, man. See?
Kofi ran from the corner. He picked him up into no moves. Picked him up. F5. 1, 2, 3.
Hijacks the title again.
Takes the title.
Well, and see,
Because
but
the harvest is over.
Yeah.
That's why his crops are all in. He's done farming.
Then Mysterio brings out Kane. Now let me tell you something. And even Mrs. Weir can tell you this. We watched that when Cain Velasquez came out. I've never seen Brock Lesnar look scared.
he should.
And he
should.
Looked terrified.
He should.
Terrified.
And let's be honest, Brock plays a good part too.
Yes,
he does.
Well, you know what?
And that's what I mean. I'm
But-
watching him. I'm like, he's legitimately scared that this guy's coming down
There's
the ramp at him.
Well, there's a couple guys that beat Brock when he was in the UFC. Frank Mir being one of them.
Yep.
But
Frank was a lot younger.
right, well, Frank Mir beat him, but Brock came back and beat him twice.
Right.
Okay. The other guy, Cain Velasquez,
Owned him.
right, and
Owned him.
Alistar Overeem, who both owned Brock Lesnar
Yes.
because Brock Lesnar can't take a hit.
No.
No, because he flight or flight, he runs.
Yes, he
He
does.
runs.
Yes.
A big dude. That's what it amazes me that a guy that size gets hit and runs
Well,
and
That's because
runs.
he realizes right quick, oh, this isn't WWE.
I mean, but and not only that, he's an amateur wrestler and national champion when he went to the University of Minnesota.
yeah.
Because once
know?
again, they can't punch you in your face.
I don't know. It was pretty funny though when he came down and just
Yeah.
tore him up and Brock go running out of the ring.
Right.
But the next one was even better when they let Velasquez get on the microphone. Of course, he can't speak English, but Rey Mysterio says, "Oh, he just told you he's going to give you the scar under the other eye to match."
Now, so there's been a lot of people that are talking, well, man, he doesn't look that big, Cain Velasquez because he's a little black. And I want to tell you, if you go back and you look at the fight, if you go look at the pictures of Cain Velasquez, and I know it was a while ago, but when you look at the difference, there's not much. He's a little heavier, but that's it. Cain Velasquez has always been bad to the bone, and he's never been known for being cut up and big he's never been that guy.
It was his punching ability.
Right, and his cardio is insane.
Mhm.
A guy that size, he can go, and he can go 5-minute rounds in the UFC.
Speaking of, what's the budget on Saudi Arabia? Because good lord, we got a couple huge matches.
Well, you got Braun and what's that guy's name? Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Now, is he a UFC fighter?
No, he's
a
a
boxer. He's a
boxer.
boxer.
He's the world heavyweight champion.
Now, how can they make?
boxer.
Which
This is
company
going to
do you
have
know?
to be some big fluff match.
The big one out of Vegas.
How is he going to be? This has got to be a
WBO?
fluff.
Huh?
There's no way that this guy is going to be able to take hardcore bumps and be the champ. And the
Who are we talking about now? Which one are we talking about?
Tyson Fury.
Okay.
Well, typically, wrestler versus boxer, wrestler over almost every single time.
Here's what I say. Let's go back and let's do the Roddy Piper versus Mr. T. Let's put gloves on Braun and let's have him have a boxing match.
I mean, I think the last time I seen a boxer beat a wrestler was when Mayweather beat the Show, which was absolutely ridiculous.
Well, that's because Mayweather won't lose.
Or the fight
But-
between Mayweather and Dipstick. McGregor.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That was dumb, too. It was a money grab. But
Yeah, it was.
Well,
regardless,
and that's what I said, because wasn't it last year the Saudi Arabia show had some really, that was the Kane and Undertaker versus Triple H and Shawn Michaels, right? So this year now we have Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez, which is going to be a fighting match. And then you have Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury, which is going to be a fighting match. So what else are they going to throw? I know Hogan's going over there.
let's back up for a minute. Remember when Ken Shamrock came into WWE?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah,
And
unfortunately.
but remember they started doing cage matches on WWE?
Yes.
And wouldn't that be great if Brock Lesnar and Cain Velasquez had a serious, legit cage match
would
on
be good.
WWE?
Okay, first off, Brock would never sign up for that.
Probably not.
No,
No,
he's not
He
going to
doesn't-
get beat up in WWE.
no. Well, not for no.
He's not going to do it.
No,
He's
no.
not going to do it.
Well, not for WWE money.
No, I mean that's what makes.
And that's what I'm wondering,
Yeah.
because you got
That's what makes this match.
you could tell me Tyson Fury was cheap.
No, oh no,
No,
it's going to
no,
be a
no.
one-shot deal
I mean,
though.
you
It's
This guy used to
probably a
making
cross
millions.
promotion something. There's probably something going on. They probably have a deal with Fox or something like that. Whatever league Tyson Fury's in has. Now I know that Cain Velasquez has signed on the dotted line because originally they didn't know.
Yes.
Now they
Yes.
know he has signed to a long-term deal. Now, as far as Tyson Fury, this is I think this
this is a one-time
one and done.
Mhm.
And
because he's still the champ.
right, so there's probably like a promotional deal thing going on.
Oh, there
here.
has to be because anything that a boxer does, especially when he's a champion, has to be sanctioned by.
I wonder
by
how
his company. You can't do.
Well,
It's not. It's not
even
like
if
Rocky.
it's in
where it
Saudi
can be-
Arabia.
Yeah, they have to be sanctioned because if he gets hurt,
Good point.
you lose your champion. You know,
Yeah.
or you can't defend. So it has to be sanctioned by whatever company it is. You know, whichever title he owns, they have to sanction him to go over. They don't have to sanction the fight, but it has to be okay by them because you belong to them.
Sure. Here, you want to sanction this?
Going to Saudi
So
Arabia.
how much money do you think Vince is like?
Like I said, I don't
Here you
think this.
go.
I don't
Yeah.
think this is Vince money.
No, it's probably
No, it's
no,
gonna be
Saudi
Fox.
money.
This is Saudi money.
Saudi money. They
Yeah,
got Saudi.
Because
Saudi
it's not on
money.
Fox.
Saudi doesn't
Yeah.
even know how much money they have.
It's on the,
Let's-
yeah, it's on the net, it's on the network.
We're talking oil money. They don't care,
Yeah.
dude. They
You
don't.
can't watch
When
those
they
'cause you're
drop a
getting
couple
schooled.
million, it's like a couple bucks to us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's exactly how it is. Yeah. So gonna be interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna watch, but I might catch a replay of Cain Velasquez whooping that. You know?
I'd have to restart my subscription, and I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I mean, I'll catch something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know how it ends.
Right. Yeah, there
'Cause
you
I
go.
got it, so
Right.
yeah, we're here. So
All right. So guess what that time it is? It's legit wrestling question. Like I seriously did not think that we would talk that long, but we did.
we'd go longer.
No.
I can ask you a bunch of questions. Did you listen to the Stone Cold podcast with Hulk Hogan?
No, I did
Take
not.
time and do it. It's 2 hours long. Oh my lord! You will being a fan of the old
Mhm.
school stuff. Listen to what some of the things that went on. Oh, he's got his black. He's getting ready to black us out here.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for
wait
you.
legit wrestling questions, then I'll bring it up.
Well, I was just reading. Greg says the Saudi Prince is fantasy
You
booking.
bet that is a
Yeah,
true
that's right.
That's a true
Greg,
statement.
Greg makes a great point. The
Thank
Saudi
you.
Prince is fantasy booking. All right, legit wrestling questions when we come back.
What's with the blackout? Oh, there it goes. All right.
Piece
there we
of
go.
junk. All right. So, anyways, legit wrestling questions.
So anyway, he says in this interview, it was right before they were going to induct Warrior,
Mhm.
and he said right on the podcast, he goes, yeah, Vince, I didn't know what to do. Vince came up to me and said, Warrior wants 200,000 to walk out to the ring. I'm like, did he just say 200,000? 200,000 to walk out to the ring?
Wow.
I'm like,
He
okay,
hijacked.
this is some serious money he's talking about.
He hijacked Mania too. I heard.
Yes, he
Warrior
did. Yes, he
At
did.
the last minute, he did. Mr. T did too. At the last minute, at the very first WrestleMania, Mr. T was like, "I want more money, or I don't go out."
Wow.
There was a
That's
lot.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
it's a 2-hour podcast, and it's really cool because it's just them talking. But I mean, he tells some really super. I mean, that's the thing now that I've been driving like down and stuff, and I'm getting time. Listen to that one. I listened to Jericho interviewed Luchasaurus,
Mm-hmm.
and if you didn't know Luchasaurus, you'd never know by listening to the podcast because he has a master's degree in Renaissance and medieval literature.
That's
something
probably.
you don't see often.
But you know what though? That probably what makes his character development really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he, because he's a huge guy, but him talking, you just like listening to him, and it's like. So I listened to that, and then of course I listened to when he interviewed Jack Perry. That was pretty good.
Well, duh.
But
I interviewed that guy once.
And I would forget the other one I listened to. It was another Stone Cold podcast. But I mean the one with Hulk Hogan was it was Tony Khan. Stone Cold when he interviewed Tony Khan when they were getting ready to do All In.
Do you listen to Jericho's podcast at all?
I do.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
good. It's good. He does
Jericho's
good stuff.
pretty good.
The one that he did with Austin Aries, just before, which was it was messed up because it was just before Austin Aries had that fallout with Impact Wrestling, and he was talking all good about Impact Wrestling, and then that happened. So something at that show happened to piss off Austin, and then whatever. But so that was really good. But we got some questions.
All right.
We got.
So this is probably more for us because this guy doesn't go to a lot of XICW. So
I'd like to go to some XICW.
what's the best part about going to XICW show?
The pizza?
Not lately.
I'm just gonna be quiet. I'm just gonna-
Not lately.
No. We can't say it's not the pizza, but I won't say what it is.
So Greg's got all kinds of things to say
No.
about the pizza, especially the last one at the last.
Yeah, to me it is independent wrestling as it should be.
Yeah, at its rawest form.
That's it. You will find the heart of the fans in that building. Period.
Independent wrestling at its rawest form, but with decades of history.
Yes.
They're with like a foundation. Like it's not some runoff company that just started up 2-3 years ago and is trying to figure their way through. This is a company that's been there for 19 years.
Yes.
Including the backup of Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe and everything that the Sheik did, because it's all comes from them teachings. Those teachings of Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe and the Sheik in the old territory days, everything that the Monroe family does with the XICW comes from that teaching.
Yes. And when Malcolm, when the DBA, when he says, "I run Michigan," you believe it.
Yeah,
I heard that somewhere.
yeah, so did I. But yeah.
Somebody sent me.
I not only I really like XICW because the whole show is amazing for $12-15, whatever it is, whatever ticket you buy. If you're GA front row in a VIP seat, whatever, how much ever money you pay is worth every penny. Every penny.
The last show I went to, which was season 7, episode 1. Second match in, and Cody can vouch for this. Second match in, I had no voice left.
Yeah, when was the first time we went?
Oh yeah, that one I was blown out quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt my voice go.
Well, and I think that's the part of it is not they don't only keep the history, they make you know the history, but they also allow them to tell the story of the new.
Yeah,
and they have a unique setup. It's a great venue.
A lot of history in that venue
history
too.
in the venue, and they get the fans involved.
Matter of fact, little piece of fact and stuff. If you watch, there's a special on the network about Edge. I forget the name of it, but it's about his life and everything in wrestling. And there's a picture, and you'll see it. It's with him and Rhino and Christian, and there's a couple other guys from Michigan, and it's at the Hot Rocks.
Mhm.
That picture was taken at the Hot Rocks. That's pretty cool. I just thought that
Yes.
was cool. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And it's an awesome place for sure. I love XICW.
Yeah,
I
because
really do.
I mean, it's my understanding that it's like Kobo or Hot Rocks. That's XI.
Well, now
Or
they've
they
announced
used to be the Imperial Lounge.
now
right?
now they're bringing the Lincoln Park Community Center. I don't know if
Yes.
you've seen that.
Sorry, flashbacks.
Yeah, Lincoln Park Community Center. Like that's where they did the memorial show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You didn't go to that, did
No,
you?
I did not.
Yeah, You suck. Lincoln Park Memorial, they did that one. Now they're going to do the next memorial show. 2 is going to be there, and then they're doing another show at the Lincoln Park Community Center as well that they posted on Facebook in 2020. So that's going to be awesome. So that's a lot of history there too.
Yes.
A lot of history there. All right, so more questions. Hold on.
Questions.
More questions.
Mrs. Weir wants to know what we thought about the Bailey turn.
What? Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head? Get up here. Explain. Explain yourself.
Go ahead. Tell
Why
me
don't
what
you
you
like
think.
it?
Because
Because you're a hugger, aren't you?
You're a hugger?
Yep.
Are you a lover?
Nope.
What about your girlfriend?
I don't think your girlfriend's going to like you hugging other girls.
Nope.
No.
You're not gonna give a shout out to your girlfriend?
Yeah, I was gonna say you better say hello
Hi.
to who?
Her,
Desiree. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was set up well. And I didn't notice it. Mrs. Weir noticed it that they had cut her hair.
yeah.
I didn't notice it right away, and she's like, oh my gosh, they cut her hair. She's out cutting down the poor wacky wavy fly inflatable.
Yeah, the
guys,
Bailey buddies.
and she's throwing them around, and then to come out, and then the best part is to win dirty, and that was the best.
I may give Bailey a shot now because to me,
Well,
I didn't like the whole too sweet.
you can't make her a bad girl and have her come out to
No, that's it.
So they're gonna have to change her music.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if they keep her with, even though I don't like her, they keep her with Sasha, I think that they can start to turn that corner with her. The problem is that that music hits and she comes out dressed like that. I think she should almost do sort of like Dolph did. The music starts and you get the big scratch, and then
Yep.
a different darker music hits. But I really liked that they changed her look, they changed her hair, changed her attitude. I think everything was really good on it. I like it. I like it.
You and I had talked about a couple of years ago that my problem with Bailey could all be fixed if they turn her heel, because if she puts as much effort, and I always had to give that to her, if she puts as much effort into being a heel as she did it being the hugger, she's going to be huge.
Well,
she really will.
that's the whole thing. I think that's where.
So I just want to tell you what Greg says about the pizza.
Okay.
Are you ready for this? I never crap on anything indie wrestling, but the pizza is awful, even fresh out the oven. He hates the pizza.
Why did
he hates
I
it.
love the pizza. It was great.
Oh, he loves it. I love
Actually,
it.
the hamburgers I had last time were really super good.
You probably got them faster than the pizza.
All right,
Well,
so
that's 'cause I went up to the bar and ordered them direct.
so Zeke's asked if we're going to be at Horror Slam. Unfortunately, I do not think we are going to be at Horror Slam
No, I don't
because
think so this month.
I don't think we could swing it because we're going to go to. We have to go to BCWA because Mr. Fitness is coming back to Michigan.
Sweet.
So we're going to go to BCWA to see Mr. Fitness.
Yeah.
And what does Blackwell hate us? That's the promoter.
You know what?
Well,
That's what I asked.
He put Electric Ely versus Mr. Fitness.
So
Like, really?
what
Why?
are we
Do you
supposed to
hate
do?
us?
Sit there quiet? I mean,
Well, do you think that we're gonna? I mean,
Josh loves it.
I'm
but,
gonna
you
get.
know,
I'm gonna
Josh
get
don't know
Twinkies.
anything from
I'm gonna,
Josh will just divide his whiteboard in half.
that's if
Well,
he
no,
goes.
because Josh still
He
isn't.
hates Mr. Fitness.
Yeah.
Although he should have a Twinkie flavor ice cream.
Oh, I bet he won't. Put money on it.
Did you guys have the banana yet?
No.
No. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell him.
Hey, Josh, if you're watching,
I added to his recipe, and I hope he doesn't get mad, but threw some chocolate hot fudge in there with it.
Oh.
Oh man.
boy.
no, we were talking earlier to the people
Better hurry
about
up.
that. If you haven't tried Happy Harbor, I mean, really,
Well, he's got the tournament going on right now, so he's
Yeah.
got to figure that out.
Yeah.
What are your guys' dream matches that you would want to see happen?
indie or
Yeah, I was
Just
Feds.
go with it. Just go.
Just go with it. Well, I tell you, one already happened, and I wish I could see it. Was Heidi versus Jody Threat.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see that. I know it happened,
Mhm.
and I asked the Weaponized if he was going to that, and he said no. And I said, well, why aren't you going? And he said, I'll tell you later. And then it's the same thing as the other promotion that
Oh,
just had
no.
a problem. is the same thing they're doing there.
Really?
So, yeah. So, but that's one that I wanted to see because I thought that would have been cool. Tried to get it at a certain other organization, but that didn't happen either. Trying to get it, but hey, what can you say?
Right. I don't know. I like I don't have any fantasy matches right now. I really don't. Like the ones I do, the ones I do have been like the Frogun versus Shogun.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see I want to see like a big man battle royal.
Yes.
Like and you'd have to like triple support the ring.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like King,
Have to-
you know,
have to tie
like
that
Congo
down.
Kong, Madman Fulton. I guess I'm popular right now. Madman Fulton, you know, the big guys, all the big guys, current big guys, don't care. You know, all the dudes 6'7". That I want to see. I want to see.
That'd be pretty.
Yeah,
rough.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, I'd hate to tighten those rings.
you know,
Oh man, that'd be
Yeah.
horrible.
I like
Boom, bang, down they go.
the match, that preview that I kind of showed of D'Lo Brown and Congo Kong when I see that match, Congo Kong at BCW in Detroit. That was cool. So I like some big man matches.
So you're gonna go to PPW when it's Congo Kong and Luchasaurus?
Probably not.
Just next 2
Yeah,
weekends?
yeah. No, it's the same day as BCWA, I think.
It's the same. Yeah, it's a tournament, so I
Yes,
can't go.
Yeah, we're going to BCWA.
Master Alex is at least going up for the seminar.
Okay.
I ordered him.
I ordered him. All right.
Very nice.
I ordered him.
You know what? I'm trying to. What?
I got one.
I've
You got
seen-
one?
I've seen most. Go
What?
ahead. What do
What?
you got?
Skyjacker's got one. Quick, get
What
in the
you
microphone.
got?
What do you got?
Eric Ely versus Alex Weir.
Ooh, that would be a good match.
Well, you'd have to see that probably at XI because I don't think they are at any other organizations together.
No,
Hmm.
but that would be good.
Yeah, that would be a good match. That was good booking.
Good
That's
job.
fine. Yeah.
And he comes out of left field with that. Look at that. Nice job.
Yeah, Shogun versus Frogun. I had that one.
Reach up there and steal me that Charlotte.
I think that was about it. Don't do it. And then
Tell him I'll give him $1 for it.
I think that's really it.
That's all we got?
That's really it. Nobody likes us. But yeah. So we're taping Michigan Independent Weekly tomorrow.
It
I
was
don't
nice
know.
of you to scam that deal, too.
6 You're busy.
Monday mornings, I'm not busy.
It's 6 o'clock at night.
I'm busy.
Nice.
Monday
Yeah.
night, 6 o'clock.
That's what
Nice job.
Right under the
That
radar,
was
didn't I?
perfect. Yeah, good.
You know, I'm already at
Oh,
7 there too.
You know what?
Tomorrow night will
I'll
be number
cancel,
7.
I'll cancel classes tomorrow.
Oh Lord, listen to this. So yeah, every week you check that out. We record it on Mondays. It plays on YouTube Tuesdays at 10 a.m. You can check that out. You can check the next interview Wednesday at 10 a.m. with Mitch Hewitt, the winner of the horror, what was it, the Halloween Rumble at Metro Pro,
Yes.
who's now going to get a title shot against Juntai at the Gavin
So-
Quinn Memorial.
Did he
Not
win
not
or did he
Memorial.
lose?
Who?
Mitch.
The
I mean,
Battle
Mitch,
Royal?
You know what? I'm a huge Mitch fan. You know that.
He did win.
But no, he's got to go against Juntai.
Well, yeah.
Did he lose by winning?
Oh, well, yeah, but it's the Gavin Quinn Appreciation Night. That's it. It's
Yes.
not a memorial show. Duh.
Yes.
All
I
right,
was gonna
but
say that kind of. I was like, what?
yeah,
I
we're
missed something?
so there's that. What else did I have here? And then Friday, 10 a.m. I don't know what match I'm gonna put up. Maybe I'll put up that Shogun versus Mike Elgin.
Oh, I've
That
seen
was-
parts of
yeah.
that.
I know
That was a
he's already
fight.
posted it,
Yeah,
but I got a
that was
different
a
angle.
fight.
Right.
Oh my.
Yeah, I mean he's already posted it, but I have a different angle on it, and I still have a bunch of stuff from Tri City to post still
Right.
too, and I got to make up a thing for Dave and all that stuff. So
Did you see Shogun's chest that he posted it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what? Keep saying wrestling's fake.
yeah,
there
right.
you go.
Keep saying
Listen,
wrestling. It's not.
No.
And
Show up to XI, give Shogun $5.
Yeah.
He'll lay a chop into your bare chest, and then come back and tell me how fake it
Right?
is.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Can I
for
do
sure.
$5 and let him hit Skyjacker?
Oh, I doubt he would though.
Oh.
I think Skyjack could be a permanent part of the interior wall. I mean, I've seen.
Hey,
Shogun
Sean,
fix
what's
the dude.
up? AR Fox versus MM3. That would be freaking amazing,
Yeah.
dude. Oh, dude, that is a sweet.
Look, there you go.
That's
Fans, fans
Sean-
in the chat.
That's
Yeah.
Sean. That's Sean down. He's from Michigan. He used to run a radio station. He did a whole bunch. He's all about wrestling, man. He's a good
Nice.
dude.
Thank you for showing up because that is awesome.
Yeah, that was a
That
good.
match
That
would
would be
be
a
great.
great. AR Fox is an amazing wrestling. Actually, AR Fox runs a wrestling school or is an instructor down in Arizona or not Arizona, Atlanta, or in Georgia, I believe it is in Atlanta. But anyways, he's the guy that really helped Austin Theory towards this just before his signing with NXT.
Very nice.
Yeah, so good dude. Yeah, that's a great one. Man, that would be a great match. We need to get on somebody because if they get Sean Kingston, I'm sure they can get AR Fox.
Oh yeah.
I'm positive they could do it, and we know a guy that knows a guy, so we need to make that happen. But anyways, don't forget you can get one of these cool T-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com/Rasslin Rage, and like I said, if you go to Teespring and you look for Rasslin Rage,
Be patient with Teespring.
there
Be
is
patient with Teespring.
there is a T-shirt on there that is only available there.
Oh, way.
so-
I know where I'm going tomorrow.
Right, and
We
then
have another one of a kind.
yeah.
Josh still has a great idea for
What?
his one of a kind.
What?
The shirt that he has, you wearing the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I
well.
still love
No
that idea.
one chopping the skyjacker.
I know. I saw her. She's trying to prevent it.
Oh.
I'll chop you right here at the end of the show and see what you think.
Hey, so thank you so much for joining me
Hey, are we
tonight.
still on track, right? Did we talk to him? We're still on track, right, for 100?
He says the 10th.
No.
What?
First
what?
off, the 10th. It can't be the 10th because that's XI, right?
No,
No.
the XI is the 3rd. So
No.
Cody
Yeah.
said he counted it as the 10th.
Something like that.
It's got to be the 3rd.
Well, we'll have to do it a different day. We'll have to do it
Yeah,
like the
3rd is
day
XI,
before
so
or
We're not
something.
gonna have a show that day.
We'll have to do it on a Saturday.
That's not good.
We can't. We have to
Are
do
you
it on a
busy with
Saturday
that?
or a Monday.
That's the day after our fundraiser, and our Dojang is completely going to be transformed.
We'll figure it out.
That will make it even cooler.
We'll make it. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll have to do something. We'll figure
Well,
it
it
out.
can't be the 17th.
No, you'll be out of.
I'll be out of town
state,
on the
yeah.
17th.
Right. We'll figure it out. Thanks for another great show. Thank you for joining us. Oh, what's this? WWA4 is the school. Hey, thank you, brother. I told you this guy knows his stuff when it
There you
comes
go.
to.
Thank
he-
you.
Yeah, yeah. He's a moderator for one of the big wrestling groups. But
Which one?
KOK,
Go ahead, put it out there.
KOK.
Nice.
I forget the name of it though, as I'm not a member of it. They don't like me in
I'll
there.
probably tell you.
Yeah, he will. But anyways, well, and he's also he's like he does a lot of the where he like goes through and he's writing or doing a thing for the history of Michigan wrestling. And he
That's
posts
really cool.
he posts a bunch of
A book
articles.
about this thick?
Yeah, well, he
Yeah.
posts a bunch of articles and matches and all that stuff, and he's doing a lot of research and he posts a lot of good stuff.
Thank
so,
you for doing that.
yeah, definitely.
What are you looking at stealing?
Nothing.
Nothing?
You better not.
You're looking around
I'll
like you
sick
got
the
your
dog
eye
on you.
Case in
something.
the place.
That's
Case
right.
in the joint.
All right,
But I found
guys.
the skyjacker.
We'll check you again next week. And don't forget to look for that interview on Wednesday with Mitch at 10 a.m. And then, of course, another wrestling match on Friday at 10 a.m. I'm the host of Rasslin Rage, and then people just show up.
That's right.
Just hijack the show.
I'm Cody. That's Skyjacker. That's Master Weir. And
And I'm Dan.
That's Dan over there. Don't worry about that guy.
Danny the Beals.
Danny the Beals. All right, guys. We'll see you Tuesday. Oh, yeah. And Tuesday. There's so much going on. Who knows? Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, whatever.
And then Sunday.
And Sunday.
Back here Sunday.
Sunday.
Live.
Sunday. Sunday. Who's that?
Sunday it'll be the 20th.
Peace.
Later.
It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage. Cody Fleming is the man who leads the brigade. It's going down. This is Rasslin Rage. We're doing now. This is Rasslin Rage. This is Rasslin Rage.